It's not been that long since I walked down here, as you've probably seen from the videos, but it's been quite a while since I've walked down here in the evenings. I've just dropped Sue off outside a restaurant in the main street and gone and parked because we're actually meeting some friends, a family with a daughter, for a meal and then going for a drink in the music square, I think. So I'm trying to save her legs because she's got a bad knee at the moment. What a nice evening. Actually, it's busier down here than I thought it was going to be. The restaurants are doing reasonably good trade. It's quite funny, this family we're going to meet. We saw them a couple of days ago, but they've been watching my videos for 2 or 3 years. And about a year or so ago, one evening, Sabri, who's the guy, was watching my videos, or one of my videos. It was one of my vlogs where my son and his wife came to stay with us for 10 days. And he was watching it, and all of a sudden my son was in the video, and he couldn't believe it because he works with my son. He'd been watching my videos for a couple of years and had no idea that I was Richard's father. It's a small world, isn't it? Kids are still enjoying the water, even though it's 7:30 at night. Gone now, I think. Well, as you can see, it's quite busy here as well tonight. Who says there's no tourists? But as I'm sure you've all heard, Spain is now on the blacklist for the UK, including the Canary Islands, which is bloody ridiculous considering we've got hardly any cases. I got really annoyed this week because the Foreign and Commonwealth Office has classed the Canary Islands as safe to travel to, but the rest of Spain was essential travel only. And then the government made the whole of Spain, can't get out my words. Then the government made the whole of Spain somewhere where you had to go into quarantine if you came from there, which is crazy. And then today, despite the fact that we've got even less cases now than we had 2 days ago, the Foreign and Commonwealth Office has just made us essential travel only. So all the politics going on there between departments in the British government, just to try and make sure that the government doesn't have to, well, I say the government, I mean the Prime Minister, the Cabinet, don't have to change their minds and say it's okay to come here. Bloody politicians. Should line them all up against the wall and shoot them. And I'll do the shooting if they want. Viva the revolution. It's going to happen. Are you busy in there? Well, we're going for a Chinese. Catch you later.
With children,
That's the 27th of June, and this is the first flight from the UK coming in to Fuerteventura since the lockdown. Ryanair from Stansted to Fuerteventura. Let's see how all this pans out. Coffee at the Aguera. After we've been looking for a carfusu, which we decided to buy, and we've been here to the bank to get the money out. So, well, we were looking at a view of the sea, but the cars are parked there now. But absolutely beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's a bit of a wisp up there somewhere, and that's it. It's hell. Beautiful evening in El Cotillo, and we've come here because it's Sue's birthday. So we're going to the Canela, and Ian's trying to avoid being on the camera. I said the Canela, didn't I? I mean La Ballena, the whale. Oh, after you. That's right. They don't mind. Well, Linda doesn't mind. Linda's a poser. Hello, buenas tardes.
Happy birthday! I'm fine, thank you.
Happy birthday!
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't a nice sunset tonight because this bank of clouds came over, blocked out the sun. Never mind. Unfortunately, my surprise didn't work because I thought that when we arrived, our two sets of friends had already been here, but they weren't. They were just walking here as we drove up, so she saw them. But never mind. She says she guessed, but I don't believe her. Oh, we've had starters, and the main course is coming. I can heartily recommend La Ballena in El Cotillo. Staff are lovely, food's good.
Hang on, John's on the Sue, look at your boss.
You're the one who said I should be videoing.
Yes, he's videoing. Happy birthday. Nice belly.
Cumpleaños feliz. Cumpleaños feliz.
It's Sue.
Thank you.
You gotta blow it out. Did you make that?
Blow it out.
You know, it's always a mistake to laugh at me when you're in the pool. Lucky you watched that. That's some tips, isn't it?
Let me out.
No, we didn't.
We did.
No, we didn't. I tried to do it on my own.
And then I was here, and I tried. You said, "Oh, you can have a go as well," because you showed me, and I couldn't do it. Yes, we did.
Well, as you can probably see, it's a very cloudy morning. But they say it's going to be really hot today, so I imagine all this low cloud over the mountains is going to burn off. It'll be extremely hot. In fact, the sun's starting to break through now, and we're getting near the top of the mountains. Well, this is take 2, because as you may have gathered, I got up here in the mountains and then remembered I left all my packet of paperwork sitting on my desk. So I had to break my neck to get back home. Now I'm on my way again. Of course, this time I'm stuck behind slow cars to the no overtaking bit. Isn't life grand, eh? Well, let's see if we get there in time. Well, I'm going to be late, but fortunately there's a number of us, apparently all with the same appointment time, and they can't do us all at once, so I should be about 10 minutes late, and I'll still be in time, hopefully. Only last time I went, if you watched that video, I had an appointment for 9:40 and stood outside till 10:15 or thereabouts. I bet today they're running exactly on time, or even early. Well, believe it or not, it's 11:05. I stood outside Traffico for what, an hour and 55 minutes. I've just had to go in to pay. So I've now handed in my licence, and I've got my temporary paper licence. So I can go home now. I'm really glad that I had to get up early and then break my neck turning around halfway here and going back and getting the paperwork, and then breaking my neck getting back here in 18 minutes from La Oliva. I need breakfast. Catch you later. Well, this is sort of birthday video take 2 really, because we're back at the same restaurant, same table, with some of the same people, but 2 other birthdays today. And I thought I'd show you what the weather's like here at the moment, because it's been pretty hot, and they reckon it's going to be up in the 40s. 44 they're predicting for the Canaries, which is a bit too hot to be honest over the next few days, but it's a bit of a Kalima, and at the moment it's cloudy but it's hot. You can see it's quite misty out at sea. The sun's up there somewhere but behind the clouds. But for here it's actually quite humid, which is unusual. Give you a little look at the harbour. Well, you've seen it before. Well, this is a favourite little seat for many, for obvious reasons really. Great view over there towards the beach. And down to the harbour. Favourite of the young to swim off the rocks there when it's not rough. Well, better head back over there to the restaurant, because the starters will be here in a minute. Oh, the starters have arrived.
Watch for that bloody headlight, you know, and
Well, a lot of people have asked how Spike's getting on. I've had him just over a week now, and I would say he's definitely grown. Perhaps I'll have to look at the other video and judge in this same flower pot, but I would definitely say he's much bigger. I've just been cleaning out his cat box and changing his little house, and well, I'll put it away now, but let's have a look. I've just written his name above the door. That'll make him feel at home, won't it? So, Oscar still wants to eat him. Jensen doesn't really know. Oscar's very fascinated by him, aren't you, Oscar? You want to eat him, don't you? Look, we better put him away because it's actually the middle of the night for him. Well, it's a complete mystery today. After I got up and made myself coffee, I came out to check on Spike, see how he was doing, make sure he'd eaten his dinner. And his dinner was still in the cage, but he hadn't touched it. Well, that's odd. I thought, well, I hope he hasn't died. So, I couldn't see him. I got his bed out, empty. The cage was completely empty. This was locked and secured, so he didn't get out that way. This was shut and locked. I have no idea how he's got out, unless it was the hedgehog fairy. That's quite a disappointment because I wanted to let him go. Funny enough, last night Oscar was outside for a long time when I went to bed, so I went out to find him, and he was with a small hedgehog in the drive. Whether that was Spike, I don't know. Bye bye Spike, wherever you've gone. I hope you're well. Well, I'm sure you won't be able to see me because it's dark out here, but this little idea, I'll give you a little idea what it's like living here in Spain sometimes, in Fuerteventura. It's Monday night, Tuesday morning now, and it's now 20 to 4 in the morning. I don't know whether you can hear this. It probably doesn't come out so well on the camera, but these selfish have been playing this music this loud all night so far. Say it's 20 to 4 now. I still haven't had another wink sleep. Unfortunately, because it's so hot, I've got to have the bedroom window open, and it's not a local neighbour, it's quite a way away over there, so God knows what it's like for the houses right by it. Well, it's now the following morning. You know, they turn that awful, well, music off at 5:10. I must have fallen asleep maybe by 5:30, but now we've had to get up because we're going to Caleta to look at a potential new car for Sue. The selfishness of some people. Never mind, hopefully it's just a one-off, although I'm not holding my breath. Well, we've just come out for a bite to eat with some friends to the Return Bar in Bahares. One of our favourite little chilled place. Just seen this. I must get some of this for my garden. I think that's really nice. Whatever it is. Guess I can look it up. Well, I've got this though. I've got this and mine wilts all the time. Oh no, it's different. Tell a lie, it's not quite the same as mine. So, let's go and order. So here we are at Pizza Mark, and look at this, all this COVID rubbish. Can't have proper cutlery. Although they look like they're plastic, apparently they're made of rice. Or maize or something, I don't know. Probably eat them as well. And paper plates.
I think mice is corn, isn't it?
Yeah, maize.